So, little disclaimer. So, I've had to reshoot a few parts of this video. Continuity is not going to be there, okay? Like, I'm too lazy to go back and make sure I'm wearing exactly the same shirt, same hat, etc. So, throughout this video, it may be kind of weird. That looks like I'm having like wardrobe changes. That was not the intention, but it is what it is. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, Don Tony Lamb here. I'm looking a little rough from being under quarantine, but I'm here. So this is the first video in a new series I'm doing called Preventing the Tilt, Improving the Gamer's Mindset. In this series, I will be discussing the importance of one's mindset, how to overcome negative thinking, and improve your gameplay. If you're prone to becoming tilted, salty, pissy, or generally disgruntled while losing, this series is for you. So why the hell should you listen to what I have to say on this topic? So I'm not a professional gamer, and I'm aggressively average at Siege. I am a psychotherapist finishing up my residency, and I specialize in cognitive behavior therapy. So I help people learn how to identify distorted thinking, identifying the impact said thinking has on their emotions and behavior, and ultimately helping them learn how to change how they think. So over the course of these videos, I promise to try not to get too deep into theories and jargon, but some's going to be necessary. Sorry, but welcome to my TED Talk. All right, so yeah, let's get started. So I know we all have been there. You're playing a game, whether it's Siege, Apex, Overwatch, whatever, and it's just not going well. Maybe your shots aren't landing, your team's messing up, whatever. One round goes bad, you start to get tilted, and it just snowballs round after round. Your mood's getting worse and worse, and you start making really stupid mistakes, and it all falls apart. Now, does that sound familiar? Yeah, I know I've been there. Take a look. Okay, I'm just gonna come with you all, because I stuck on the damn roof. Fucking hell. We got one on white, Maestro.
Who's got diffuser?
I do.
Alright. I'm gonna push across to the other site and then walk in.
Where's CB?
He's up on balcony. I hear him.
Activating him.
One's double door main entrance or south north entrance. Echo. He's playing hell aggro.
There he is. Fucking swing on this dude.
You located a bomb.
Oh, I see
What the fuck?
Bandit.
Fat fingered.
That's Legion. Echo is right there, Don. Yeah.
Or was Echo? Seeing where he is.
He's right where Don's looking.
I don't
Double
know.
door north.
I can't.
Double door.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Seriously, Jack?
Double door main entrance of kitchen.
That's Bandit on ping. He's behind half wall in kitchen service.
Who's his thing? I hear it.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds remaining. The diffuser has been
That's
recovered.
Bandit on ping.
5 seconds left.
Echo.
1 op 4 remaining.
Yeah, he's right here.
Time limit reached.
Fuck.
Alright, so they got one. Ah, fuck.
Where am I getting fucking spotted? Christ, bro.
Skylight.
Try to cover the skylight. Cover skylight.
They can't shoot Don. I'm pretty sure they dropped. They dropped.
Don, new buff.
Fuck, I was a second away from it too. Fucking hell.
Op 4, last op.
In those clips, I was playing in a 10-man custom game with some of the guys from Iron Mountain, and the Discord link is going to be in the description below. Okay, enough shameless plugs. So this was the second map we were playing, and it was already apparent to me that the teams weren't balanced at all, as we got our asses handed to us on the first map. Although this was 2 months ago, I can imagine what was going through my head while getting my cheeks thoroughly clapped. Probably something along the lines of like, this really isn't fair. What's the point of this? We're going to be losing anyway. I'm not good enough for this. You know, stuff like that. Okay, so now you're probably asking yourself, all right, Don, we get it. You're sucking badly and you got your cheeks clapped. You know, why the hell do we care? If you're asking yourself that, you're most likely a jerk. I'm just going to say that. But in all seriousness, I'm going to get to that, like why this is relevant. Just hold your damn horses. So there's a direct relationship between how one perceives an event, what one is thinking, how one feels, and one's behavior following said situation or event. We call this the cognitive triangle, and here it is up on the screen for you. So for example, you're laying in bed at night and you hear a loud noise that you can't really identify. If you think that someone may be breaking into your home, you'll probably feel scared and then arm yourself and prepare to whoop some ass. If you perceive the noise as being a raccoon going through your trash can, you may be annoyed, but you're not likely to go arm yourself, right? You're probably just going to roll over and go back to sleep. So same event, two different perceptions of the event, which results in two different feelings and two different behaviors. Another example to kind of solidify this point here is that you're walking down the street and you wave to a friend. The friend just keeps walking. One may think, well, shit, he's ignoring me. I must have upset him. Then feeling sad or regretful. The behavior would be ruminating over and over again on all the possibilities of what you did to your friend to upset them. Same situation, maybe you think, he didn't see me. Feeling would be neutral and the behavior would just be you continue walking. Okay, I think I've made my point here. How you perceive an event directly influences how you feel and how you behave. And there's common cognitive distortions that can be changed, which will then change your mood and then change your performance and how you play. So here it is, a list of common cognitive distortions by David Burns, Dr. Burns. If anyone's curious, his book, Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy, which this was taken from, is amazing. Anyway, credit where credit's due, moving on. Different therapists have different names for these, but any list that you find of thought distortions are all going to tend to be the same. They just may have different names. So you have all or nothing thinking. You look at things in absolute black and white categories. Overgeneralization. You view a negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. Mental filter. You dwell on the negatives and ignore the positives. Discounting the positives. You insist that your accomplishments or positive qualities just don't count. Jumping to conclusions, which can be A, mind reading. You assume that people are reacting negatively to you when there's no evidence for it. Or B, fortune telling. You arbitrarily predict things will turn out badly. Magnification or minimization. You blow things way out of proportion or you shrink the importance inappropriately. Emotional reasoning. You reason from how you feel. I feel like an idiot, so I really must be one. Should statements. Criticizing yourself or others with shoulds, shouldn'ts, musts, oughts, have tos, or similar offenders. Brain farted. Labeling. You identify with your shortcomings. Instead of saying, I made a mistake, you tell yourself, I'm a jerk, or a fool, or a loser. And then last, personalization and blame. You blame yourself for something you weren't entirely responsible for, or you blame other people and overlook the ways that your own attitudes and behaviors might contribute to a problem. So how is this applicable? There are common distortions that I know I experience when playing video games, and some of these overlap. If I lose a match, maybe I focus on the loss and not how I personally performed, or what I could have learned from the loss, all or nothing thinking, mental filter. Going into a match and seeing the opponents and the overwolf percentage chance to win, I think to myself, well, I'm fucked. I know we're just going to lose this shit now. That starts you off in a poor mood, and that is also jumping to conclusions, fortune telling. Lose a match and beat yourself up for the loss, even though there are 4 other people on your team. Now you're in a poor mood, start the next match off on the wrong foot. And you've engaged in personalization and blame. So if you made it this far into the video and you weren't bored to death or scared away, I really appreciate it and thank you. So let's get to the takeaway. So the takeaway here is that negative thinking results in negative feelings and poor performance. We underestimate the importance of our thoughts and how this influences how we feel, which then influences how we behave, which, of course, is your performance, right? If we start to identify the errors in our thinking, we can change them and improve our performance. So now we've identified thinking errors, what's next? The next step is to stop and replace them with rational alternative thoughts. But that's going to have to wait for the next episode. So if you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful, I would like for you to like and subscribe. Sorry about the dogs in the background. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Twitch. All the links will be in the description below. And as always, stay sane out there. Clearly, I need it as well.